All right, so story time. This is about David, and it just also shows like how creative he is and how much of a visionary he is. It's the last day of shooting, and we are in the Great Dunes. And when it comes to the Great Dunes, you don't know what you're gonna get. You can get rain, you can get sun and rain. You can get a tornado, you can get a sandstorm, all in one day, all in the span of an hour or a second. And not to mention that you're gonna be attacked by sandflies.
Like, holy crap, he took us to the sand dunes, and there was one time that the wind like blew off the camera, broke the camera.
We're having a rough time. The wind is going crazy, but we're doing some fight choreography scenes, and it's really hot. And as soon as we get ready to start my scene, a huge gust of wind comes over and knocks over the camera and cracks the lens off the camera. We are like,
David freaks out. He's like, what?
We still gotta shoot these scenes. So we do attempt, and we're taping it. We're doing everything we can, but it's like, fudge, how are we gonna do this?
And then even still it being broken, he still tried to film it. To me, that's dedication, man. Dedication, and that's what David has. David is a dedicated man. I love his drive, even from the beginning to now.
So, we do everything we can, and it just ends up that we cannot shoot anymore. So we're kind of going back home and packing our bags. And as we're walking back, sand in our eyes, tired, like David's like, hold on, Julisa, take a picture right now. And I'm like, Dave, I'm tired. I want to go like, I'm done. And he's like, no, just like really quick. And I'm like, okay. So I set my bags down. I'm like, anything for you, David? He's like, don't smile, just look fierce. I'm like, okay. Like, try not to blink with like sand in my eye. Okay. So I'm doing that, and I'm trying not to blink. And, the wind is still blowing, and I'm just holding my sword. I'm gripping my sword, and I'm just, that's fire. And it ended up being the photo that we use on all of the promotional content. So it's just a cool story behind, you guys don't get to see any of the imperfections and the struggle and the strife that we went through, but, it kind of came out in a beautiful piece of art. And I feel like that photo is a representation of the entire project.